I've replaced almost everything in this console, and it all comes down to this. Come on. This is one of the 5 fatal flaws of the 3DS, and if you own one, it is developing right now. For context, I bought 5 broken consoles from eBay to prove every flaw can be fixed. This is flaw number 1, the paint. It flakes off just from normal use. Nintendo's metallic finish looked great in 2015, but not so much in 2026. With those screws out of the way... Oh, you gotta love that sound.
Nice.
Firstly, I'll be swapping out the serial number. The best method to remove it is heating it lightly with a heat source. Even a hairdryer would work. Now, I also wonder if this is considered forgery. I mean, I hope not. And with my OCD, I have to place this sticker perfectly, and that is clean. But installing this screw gave me a bit of trouble. No! Anyway, I don't want to talk about it, but it's now time for the top shell, which should give me better luck. With the unscrewing done, just push up, and there we go. I feel like this one has done its time. And the fresh shell is on, no more flaking, no more scratches, just a clean, like new finish. Now that is satisfying. And with console 1 finished, let's move on to console number 2. Let's flip it up and power it on. There we go. Oh, I see the bottom screen has yellow. This is likely sun and humidity damage. I had a comment suggesting consoles from southern Japan tend to have this issue. I mean, if I find it, I'll put it on the screen. But tell me if you're watching from Japan, is this correct? But, alright, now, let's fix it. Alright, old screen is out and let's get the new one in. All I have to do is a quick swap of the digitizers like this. And I'll pop it back in. After reinstalling everything, I want to replace the plates. Since the shell condition is similar to the first one, I mean, might as well give this one a fresh look as well. And now for the moment of truth. Let's turn it on. And let's go! That display is looking crisp. We went from a severely yellowed display to a brand new looking bottom screen. All I can say, next time, put more sunscreen on your console. And console 3 has an issue with its top screen. Before looking at that, I mean, wow, this is severe paint flaking issue. I guess the user definitely did not use an acrylic shell on this. I mean, I can't even see the Nintendo writing. But moving on to what matters, top screen has melted crystals in the LCD. This is severe heat damage, even past yellowing. But once they look like this, they're permanent. The only fix is a full replacement. This screen is cooked. No amount of sunscreen will save this much permanent damage. You can see these leaks start forming in the edges. I mean, that is definitely getting replaced. And here's the replacement screen that I'll be installing. Also, to top it off with a brand new lens because why not? Be sure to use a duster to make sure no dust goes in, and it can be very, very annoying, and that is looking fresh. I want to mention this one is getting more than just a screen. I'll be modding all of these consoles and changing them from Japanese to English. The exact same method I use in my modding guides. Both are completely free and linked in the description. And by the way, follow me on Instagram. I post repair updates and answer questions, and if you're ever stuck on a fix, DM me there. I'll try to help where I can, and consider dropping a comment below. I read every single one of them. Alright, let's see if I was successful. And yes, that is what I call a clean screen. This console went from a disgusting shell and melted LCD to a brand new looking model, but the next challenge is a lot harder. Console 4 will be getting a complete shell replacement. Deep scratches, worn edges, the texture is completely gone in spots. This shell is beyond saving, so the full replacement is the only option. Full shell replacement, new screens, new lenses and new plates. This is where it feels like a different console. The old shell is done and it's time to build a new one. Wait, why can't I put this on? What the hell? Wait, let me try this again. For some reason, this shell doesn't want to go on. What the hell? I'm done with this one. But after all 5 repairs, it is time for the final challenge. This is the final console, and what makes it so special? Well, it includes every single fault that we just repaired. Bad shell, scratched lens and digitizer, bottom and top screen with dead pixels. The entire shell is in terrible condition. Consider this the final challenge and includes everything you need to know to keep your 3DS from eventually breaking. Let's get into it. First, the plates. Nintendo's metallic paint flakes off over time. It looks great in the stores, but it doesn't last that long. And this is especially a problem for the gray, blue and red base models and even some special edition models. Yes, you heard me right. Nintendo went cheap on their special edition models. The fix? Acrylic protector shells. They prevent flaking and fading and they're super easy to install and they even cost less than a new game. Next, the scratch lens. This is purely cosmetic and it won't stop your 3DS from working, but that scratch catches the light of every single time you play. And honestly, you deserve better than a permanent glare. Screen protectors are cheap, replacement lenses are even cheaper. Most acrylic shells even come with screen protectors included. So 2 birds, 1 stone. And in my opinion, the most annoying one is the bottom screen yellowing. This is a result of heat and humidity on the console, and if you're in a humid climate, just keep them in cool carrying cases and you should be good. The screen on this console also has dead pixels, which can happen with age, but once these happen, it's permanent. The only prevention, keep it cool, keep it dry, and don't leave it in direct sunlight, and don't forget the SPF 50. And also I can say the same about the top screen crystallization. This happens when the LCD literally gets cooked, or you know, you land a punch if you died in Mario. Oh no! Once the crystals melt like this, there's no fixing it, only replacement. Which is very annoying. Even a small leak can make you replace the entire screen, so Nintendo definitely did not make these parts sustainable. And then there's the shell itself, the armor for your console. Over time, it gets damaged, you drop it, or your dog eats it. I mean, life happens. And here's the truth, you don't need to replace it. Scratches don't stop the games you play, but every time you pick it up, you're going to feel them. And me, I like them pristine. But good news, there's no limit to what you can do here. Different colors, special editions, or something completely custom. It's all up to you. And now it is the moment of truth. Was I able to repair one of the hardest consoles I have repaired? Yes! So, 5 consoles, 5 different flaws, and all of them have been repaired. Well, technically. I'm also planning something bigger for the channel. There are special guides on how you can repair every aspect of these consoles, and they include my experience in starting a side hustle like this. So if that sounds like your thing, consider becoming a member in the future. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and if your 3DS has any of these flaws, comment down below. I'll be reading every single one of them, and thanks for watching, and keep it out of the sun.